And we'll just be cross legs, if that's comfortable. If it's not comfortable, just anything else that's comfortable. And we'll just start taking a couple deep breaths, shoulder blades down and back. As you exhale, really like squeezing all the air out of your stomach, pushing all your air out. And then on your next inhale, we're going to reach up over your head, big breath in, arms up over your head, hold a big beach ball up over your head, squeeze it tight. Keep your arms up overhead as you exhale, but pull your shoulder blades down and back. We'll keep 3 breaths in this position. Really trying to find like energy in your shoulders even though they're not moving. Pulling your shoulder blades down and back onto your spine, reaching up into the air with your fingertips, squeezing that big beach ball overhead. One more big deep breath. And as you exhale, we'll just bow forward. So reaching forward onto the ground. And then we'll get a nice little stretch in your back here, pushing your butt down, grabbing the ground with your fingertips. Big deep breath in, and then pushing all your air out. And now we'll just take and walk your hands to the right. And so you should feel a nice stretch like on your left side. You're still bowing forward. Yeah, and so you should get a nice little stretch through the side. If you're walking your hands to the right, the stretch should be on your left side. And go to your bed. And then we'll go ahead and just using your hands, again, continuing to bow forward, you just use your hands to kind of walk back forward and then to the other side. So you're kind of just walking around, getting that nice stretch. And so now we'll be reaching to the left, stretching your right side. And again, a couple of nice deep breaths, just relaxing into this stretch. And we'll go ahead and walk your hands back so they're in front of you again. And now you're just going to lean forward, pull yourself up onto your hands and knees. And so from here, we're going to arch your back, tuck your tailbone, push the ground away from you, create space between your shoulder blades. Nice stretch. And then pulling your shoulder blades together, sticking your tail up, sticking your chin up. Just extending your belly towards the ground. Chin up. A couple of deep breaths. And on your next exhale, we'll go back into the arched spine, back into cat. Nice stretch. And if you want to, you can kind of sway side to side, just kind of feeling how your body's doing today. And on your next breath, we'll go back into cow again, dropping your belly to the ground, sticking your tail up and your chin up, pulling your shoulder blades together. And again, if you want to sway side to side, maybe back and forth, just seeing how we're doing today. All right, and we'll come back to a neutral spine, so your back will be flat and your hips are high, and we're going to take your right arm and reach up to the sky. And then you're going to take and twist it through this hole here and get a twist this way. Yeah, nice. And it's okay for this other arm to be soft. And we'll just do a couple twists up to the sky and then back through. Just nice and slow and steady. We'll do like 6 of these on this side, and then we'll switch to the other side. And once you feel good about those, like 6-ish, we'll switch to the other side. And so we'll take our left hand, reach up, and then twisting it through. And we'll do that 6 times also. fine. I'll go ahead and plant your hands back. And you can go ahead and walk your knees back a little bit. So they're going to be behind your hips. And so you'll be kind of leaning forward a little bit. And what we're going to do here is just lower yourself nice and slowly to the ground. So your elbows are going to go back and your chest is going to come nice and slow to the ground. Yeah, great job. And then you can go ahead and reset back into that position. So you don't need to push straight up. You can be a worm. That's fine. But we're going to try to be nice and solid on the way down. So your hips and shoulders are going to stay in line. Your elbows are going to go back. And you're going to lower down in a nice, flat, solid plank. But then coming back up, you know, maybe a little cobra stretch, back up. It's okay to be a worm on the way up. And we're going to do this about 6 times also. So nice and slow and steady on the way down. Keeping your hips and shoulders in line. And then a little worm back up. Yeah, great job. And try to keep your hands pretty close to your body. They'll be just outside your chest. They don't need to be far out to the side, and your elbows track mostly back. Nice work. I know, I don't think you were doing the chair ones I think something was going wrong, you know, and I couldn't tell from my view. I know. Yeah. But see, it's okay. And look, we can do it this way instead. Yeah, the next time I see you, I'll probably have you show me. Because I think what was happening was your elbows were coming out because of where your hands were maybe, or because of how you had to balance the chair. And so when your elbows are coming out, it's isolating a lot more of your rotator cuff than when you're keeping your elbows tucked back. So yeah, I was thinking about that. And we can keep training them to track in the right way by doing things like this before we go back to the chair. Okay, and then the next one, you're going to be, uh-oh. Am I back? I'm still frozen. We can just keep doing those. Am I still frozen? Okay, am I back? Okay, I tried to do a refresh. Okay, and so this time we're going to be staying on one knee. So like your right knee will stay down and your left foot will kick out. And we're going to twist up to the side, and then you're going to try to go through this little hole and then twist up again. Yes, yeah. And we'll do 6 of these, and then we'll switch to the other side. Yep, perfect, good job. And then we'll switch to the other side. And then we're going to do 6 more of those nice lower downs to the ground. Unless you ended up doing too many already while I was not here. Nice job. And just as slow as you can is good. Yes, very nice. And I like seeing those elbows tracking down and back. That's awesome. I always end up somewhere different than I started. It's kind of funny. How did I move around so much? All right. And then we'll do one more set of the same twisting thing. So 6 per side, side. Yeah. And again, 6 per side. Quiet. Okay, so the next thing we'll do is be on your back. And if you want to, you can put your hands underneath your low back for a little bit extra support. And we're going to just raise your legs up into the air. And they don't have to be very high, just however high you want. And also it might be easier by bending your knees, and that's fine too. So bending your knees or keeping them straight, either way is fine. And we're going to go for 30 seconds. And so just as many as you feel like doing for 30 seconds. I already started the time, so if you're going, that's great, or you can start. But again, it's not important how many you get. Really nice. 10 more seconds. And then we're going to go into the scissor kicks with our legs. So you'll go wide and then cross, wide and then cross. And so we'll go into those right now. Ready, set, go. Scissor kicks. Nice job. As fast or slow, wide, small, whatever you want. 15 more seconds. Three, two, 1. Now we'll rest. We're going to rest 30 seconds and then we'll repeat. And so we'll go back to the leg lifts plus the crisscross. We'll rest for 15 more seconds. All right, we're going to do another set in 3, 2, 1, go. Leg lifts. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to go to the scissors. Nice job. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. And we're going to do it one more time. 3 times total for this one. Yeah. And it's okay to take short breaks as we're doing this. Always just feeling what feels good. 10 more seconds, and then we'll go back to our leg lifts. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Scissors! Three, two, one, rest. Okay, we'll rest a little bit. And we're gonna do one more thing here on the ground before we stand up. We'll still take our 30 seconds of rest before we go into the next thing. So if your water's nearby, your coffee, give it a little scritch scritch to Lark. All right, and so for the next part, we're gonna do a 30-second plank hold. And so you'll have your hands on the ground, feet on the ground, and trying to keep your hips and your shoulders in line. If you can also do these on your forearms if you want. And forearms would be a little bit more challenging usually than upon your arms, but kind of just depends. And then also if you need a little bit of a break from your plank, you can always set your knees down. Or if you want to, you can transition into more of a pike hold where your hips are up high. And this can give a little break to your core, but it'll still give you that nice like shoulder burn that we're kind of looking for in this part. So it's okay to modify your planks into a little bit of a pike by raising your hips up. But as much as you can, trying to keep your hips a little bit in line with your shoulders. So we're going to do 30 seconds of a plank hold. And then we're going to go into a mountain climber. And so your arms again, so what we're looking for here is again that like shoulder burn. So you're going to stay on your arms and you're going to just march one leg up at a time for the mountain climbers. I think maybe we've done these before. And so it's going to go from the plank hold into the mountain climber, 30 seconds of each. And so again, if you want to, yeah, exactly. Perfect. And so yeah, we'll do 30 seconds of each, and again, like taking short breaks if you need to, or like picking your hips up higher in the air will give the break to your core if your shoulders are still feeling like they can keep working. And that would be good for this workout. And we'll do 30 seconds of rest, and we'll do that 3 times. So that's what's coming up next. Feel good? Want to try? All right, ready, set, go. So starting in the plank. Let's see what's a good angle. Nice job. Halfway through the plank. All right, 3, 2, 1. Now we'll do the mountain climbers. Yes, nice. And that top foot, it doesn't have to necessarily touch the ground. You can just kind of pull your knee up. Very good. 15 more seconds. Nice job. And yeah, it's okay if your hips are coming up high on these. 10 more seconds. Yes, good, good. 3, 2, 1. And now we'll rest. I know, that totally happens to me too. Go to your bed. All right, 15 more seconds to rest. Go to your bed. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, plank. Great work. 10 more seconds. These holds are like a great place to find energy and stillness. How everything is tight and we're just holding nice and still. 3, 2, 1. And now we'll go into those mountain climbers. So here's a chance for that energy and movement, driving your knees up to your chest. And again, raising your hips up high if your core needs a little break. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. We'll do one more round of this. Sorry, what was that, Leslie? Your arms are getting tired? No, my arms are definitely shaking. Yep, one more. All right, 3, 2, 1. Plank. Ten more seconds, plank. 3, 2, 1. Mountain climb. Good job, good job. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Nice job. So yeah, we'll rest a little bit. Yeah. And so that's kind of the end of our like strengthy stuff for today. Some of the lower downs, some twisting, some like core work, some shoulder burn. And so what we'll do next is we're gonna do like the every 30 seconds we'll like move through different movements, and we'll incorporate some of the stuff we just did a little bit and add some new things. And we're gonna go for a total of 18 minutes. So we're gonna have like 30 seconds. We'll have 6 different 30-second things, the last one being rest. So you can move at a reasonable pace, but know that we do have a full 30 seconds devoted just to resting. That doesn't mean that's the only time that you have to rest, but we will have rest time. And I'll show you what those movements are right now, and of course I'll be like walking us through them as we go. Some of them repeat, so it's not a whole bunch of stuff you have to memorize, but one of the movements, it's not the first one, but I'll just talk about it now because we're down here, is going to be this. So what we were doing earlier when we were twisting with like one knee down in here, one of our movements is going to be doing this and then rotating to the other side. So your knees down and then rotating to the other side. So you'll be just rotating from one side to the other. And if you're feeling crazy and you want to, you could do it on your feet. So your feet would be up and you twist and then turn to the other side. And so anyway, we're going to call those T rotations, and those will be one of the movements. And another one is going to be penguins. We might have done these before. So you'll be on your butt and your feet are together, and you're going to reach towards your ankles on one side and then towards your ankles on the other side. And so we're just kind of doing a little side to side crunch. Those will be the penguins. And another movement will be an up down, and so that's going to be like going from the plank to standing. So you'll just step up and then stand up and then back to a plank. So like your hands will come down and you'll step back and then we'll step back up. And so it doesn't need to be like a fully flat all the way down plank, but you're just stepping back and then back up. And if you're crazy, you can jump. Or if you're feeling extra. The other two movements are going to be just walking, marching, jogging in place at whatever pace you want. So we're just going to be like in place, like walking, you know, maybe I need a little bit more rest. Or you could be like jogging, again, if you're really feeling it. Or maybe just some nice high knee marching, just any kind of pace, walking in place. And those will be the movements we do. And the order is going to be walking, jogging in place, followed by the up downs, and then we're going to go back to walking or jogging in place before we do the T rotations, and then we'll finish with the penguins before we rest. And again, I'll be walking you through all of it. And it'll turn into 6 rounds. We're going to do it 6 times for 18 minutes. And that'll be our nice sweat. Oh, I see some thumbs. Awesome. Okay, that means you want to start. So we're going to start walking, jogging in place, whatever pace you feel like. I don't know if I can help you see me better. Sorry, my notes. I can't do it without my notes. All right, so for this first one, again, it's just like walking, jogging, whatever pace you want to set to start out. That's what you'll do. All right, in 3, 2, 1, go. I'm just going to start with a nice steady march. Because first round, kind of not sure, you know. It's like, what is this really going to feel like? Let's pace it out. That sounds like Hannah. Was that Hannah? I could tell it wasn't Lark. All right, 3, 2, 1. So now we're going to plant your hands down and then step back and then step back up. Yep, perfect. And again, the goal here is to just be moving during the 30 seconds of work and then resting in that 30 seconds of rest that comes up eventually. So there's no need to like race through any of this. Three, 2, 1, and then we're going to go back to that in place march. Ten more seconds, and the T rotations are next. So you gotta kind of do another up down to get back down there. 3, 2, 1. And so again, gonna twist to one side and then twist to the other side. And you can leave those knees down. Three, 2, 1. And so now you're going to plant your butt down and we're going to do those penguins, reaching for your ankles, side crunch, and then we're going to rest. Three, 2, 1, rest. And so we'll rest 30 seconds. And now that we've done one round, you've felt it out, you can kind of decide if you want to just keep maintaining that pace because we're going to do 5 more rounds. Or if you want to try to pick it up a little bit, or maybe you need to slow it down. You're like, well, okay, that was a lot. You need to slow down. And we'll start again in 10 seconds with just that walk, jog, march in place. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. This is going to be a weighted march coming back with the... And so the up downs are next. 3, 2, 1. Planting your hands and then stepping back. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Back to the in place. March, walk, jog, whatever you're feeling. Maybe little circles, backwards if you want, side to side, whatever you want. 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna go back to those T rotations. If I can remember what I'm doing. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and the penguin. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Are you hot? All right, next round. 3, 2, 1. March, run, walk, whatever you're feeling. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Up, downs. And as you're going down and standing up, try to bend your knees a lot. Do the work with your legs. 3, 2, 1, march. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. And now we'll do those T rotations. Three, 2, 1, penguin. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Nice work. And we're halfway. Would you be too hot? next round. 3, 2, 1, go. I support you being on the patio, though. That'd be awesome. I was getting excited about the patio at Kimmy's house, even in the rain. Yeah. 3, 2, 1, up, downs. Three, 2, 1, march. Three, 2, 1, plank rotation. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1, penguin. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Nice work, everybody. Yeah. Oh my gosh, hearing Hannah barking is reminding me that this past week on, I don't remember what day it was, I went to Haworth Park with Heather and her dogs, Riley and Kylie. And so Spike played with Riley and Kylie, and Riley has recently had one of his legs had to be amputated. It was great. Okay, 3, 2, 1, march. But Spike was like playing so good, and you could tell he was like trying to figure out how to play, and like Riley was like engaging with him. It was so cute. I thought Spike would be all rough, but he was gentle. Three, 2, 1, up, down. In fact, at one point, the stick that Spike was playing with got like too deep and he didn't want to swim for it. And he was like whining and whining and whining. And so Riley, the dog with 3 legs, like gets himself up, like makes it over to the water, swims out and gets the log and like gives it to Spike, like hands it to him in his mouth. 3, 2, 1, march. It was like the most precious thing I've ever seen. It was like so freaking cute. Nice job, everybody. Three, 2, 1, plank rotation. Three, 2, 1, penguin. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. One more. All of a sudden, we're at the end. Good job, everyone. Ten more seconds. And now's your last set, so if you want to go faster on your march, now is the time. 3, 2, 1, go. Or slower if you need, that's fine too. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1, up, down. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1, march. Oh. Yeah. Hi, Rod. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. T rotation. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Penguin. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Nice job. You know, I like the kind of figure 4 stretch to rest with your legs straight or pulling your knee towards your chest if you want. Kind of nice. Open up your hips. And yeah, like maybe it feels good to kind of lean forward. Wherever if you find there's some tension, you can kind of relax with this one leg up. Helps to relieve that low back, glute, hamstring is my favorite.